Hi, I'm Ashley Sherrard. In 2016, my daughters and I experienced an unspeakable loss. My husband passed away very tragically and unexpectedly due to epilepsy. And so we found ourselves without dad and without husband and without the one who really led our family. And we were launched into a grief process. Now, I went insane for about a month, and thank God my family was around. But as I kind of started to settle into the fact that this was a process and I was going to be okay and the kids were going to be okay, I started to experience an empowerment through my grief. And it really is my mission now to empower women, particularly women, to use the grieving process to launch forward into this new life that they are going to have to build for themselves, and to really live the truest, most authentic versions of themselves. And grief will help us to refine who we are and to grow and to experience things we have never experienced before if we treat it the right way. In our Western culture, we look at grief as a negative thing, and although it is sad, it can be very empowering and very positive in the end. So today I want to talk to you about memorials, because I think memorials are a great way to launch us into the first steps of the grieving process. And for us, our memorial in our home is right by our back door, so we're in and out of that door a lot of times during the day, and so we're able to say hi and bye to Dad if we want to. We're able to stop here for a second and think fondly, or maybe shed some tears, but it's right there in our main living space. We thought about all the things that he loved, but we also remembered that this is for us. He has gone on to be freed from the bondage of this world, and so this little memorial is for us to use to move through our grieving process. And so not only did we think of the things that made him happy and proud, but we thought about the things that would help us. We put things out on this altar that would help us. We put lots of his Navy things out because he was a proud member of the United States Navy and served honorably for over 28 years. But we also have pictures of our family. We have a quote that says, "Love you yesterday, love you today, always have, always will." That may not be exactly right, but that's the gist of it. We have his flag from the funeral, and we change things out. You know, we have so many things that it's fun for the girls and I to say, well, what are we going to take down and put out for Dad now? And we have an opportunity to share memories with each other in those moments, to think fondly of the good times that we had together. And sometimes we cry, and sometimes we laugh a lot. It's helped us a great deal to have this memorial here. Now, we cremated my husband, and so physically he is here in our home. But that doesn't, if you buried your loved one, or if you had the ashes distributed, that doesn't mean that you can't have a memorial in your home. And it's highly encouraged that you would do so. It's a way to creatively grieve. Maybe it doesn't look exactly like ours. Maybe it's a scrapbook that you have out on display that people can look at. Maybe it's a t-shirt quilt that you have made that you put out on your couch, but it's a way to spur conversation to talk about that loved one whose physical presence is no longer with us. So I encourage you today to think of a way that you can memorialize your loved one in your home, a way that brings you joy and happiness and fond memories. If you would like to know more about what I do, you can follow the link to my website. If you would like to have me speak at one of your engagements or your women's group or your grief group, I would love to do so. You can contact me through that website, and I hope to see you very soon.